preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise.
உங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் தெய்வீகத்தை உணர, வாழ்க்கையில் வெற்றி பெற 6 சக்தி வாய்ந்த தரிசனங்கள். கைலாசாவின்
Nithyananda, we welcome all the viewers, participants, and everyone who is with us on this auspicious occasion of the Skanda Shashti Mahotsava. Today, at this very auspicious moment of the Shashti evening, we will now be entering into the ritual of the Soorasamharam, the very time during which Bhagavan Subramanya had waged the war and emerged victorious against the war with 3 great demons called Taraka, Simhamukhan, and Surapadman. The very happening of Bhagavan Subramanya, the very mission of his life was for destroying these 3 demons who had caused terror amongst all the 3 worlds. Today, in Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam, in Adi KAILASA, we are performing the ritual of the Soorasamharam. During this very auspicious time, this ritual is not just an enactment of the Soorasamhara that Bhagavan Subramanya had performed, but it is a recreation of the very same that happened. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, says that the biomemory of Parashakti and the bioenergy of Paramashiva was too powerful to hold it together till the baby is delivered. So Ganga came to help. She acted as a spiritual incubator, adding the muscle memory to this Garbha of Bhagavan Subramanya. So the bioenergy of Paramashiva, the biomemory of Parashakti, and the muscle memory of Devi Ganga put together manifested the completion of Paramashiva, which is Subramanya. With the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, we will now enter into the ritual of the Soorasamharam. We will now offer the Deeparadhana, the Arati, to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, requesting for his grace and blessings to enter into the ritual of the Soorasamharam. Om उमाकोमलहस्ताब्जं सम्भावितललाटकं हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे कुमारं पुष्करस्रजं हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात्। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि, रक्षान् धारयामि। வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு ஹரோஹரா, வீரவேல் முருகனுக்கு ஹரோஹரா, ஞானவேல் முருகனுக்கு ஹரோஹரா, பகவான் ஸ்ரீ நித்யானந்த பரமசிவமுக்கு ஹரோஹரா. Let us now enter into the ritual of the Soorasamharam. We now witness the battle of the demonic forces, the forces of adharma with the forces of dharma. We see that on the battlefield, the Tarakasura, the Gajamukhasura, is ready to wage the war for protecting his brothers Simhamukhan and Surapadman. These three powerful demons, Surapadman, Simhamukhan and Gajamukha, also called as Taraka, have done immense tapas as instructed by their guru Shukracharya. Their father Rishi Kashyapa had blessed them to do intense penance to go beyond their five senses and gain immense strength just as the Devas have. The Rishi of the Skanda Purana, Maharishi Sutta, describes the powerful penance done by these powerful demons. He says, Sthaneshu cha punyeshu simhasya tarakopi cha kramena ashtottarashate chashtottara sahasrake tada juhuvastato dau mahavirya parakramo matathapi mahadeva pradurbhavam jagamavai. After the immense tapas, Paramashiva did not appear. Seeing the non-appearance of Paramashiva, the Asuras got distressed and decided to give up their life. Surapadma jumped into the Homakunda and burnt himself alive. Looking at the death of their elder brother Surapadma, the Devas rejoiced. But witnessing their own brother's death, Simhamukha and Gajamukha followed the suit. They started cutting their heads and offering it into the fire. The heat of their tapas reaches up till the Nagaloka, pervading the whole cosmos. The power of their penance terrorized the Devas. Paramashiva appears as an old man and blesses them with the boon of Vajradeha, the Pashupatastra, and the Indra Vimana, and the Simha. He also blesses that they would rule over 1008 universes, the multiverses, and gives them the weapons with such power that he can terrorize all the Devas. Tarakasura had a special boon that he would be defeated only by someone, an infant who is less than 7 days of age. We are now seeing the Devasena, the army of Devas with Bhagavan Subramanya. The Gajamukhasura represents the Maya in our life. The Maya is that which appears as if it is existing, but it does not exist. The Gajamukhasura playfully taunts Bhagavan Subramanya, saying that you are just a small child. Do you really think you'll be able to defeat me? I am such a powerful demon. You will not be able to defeat me as I have many powerful weapons. We will now witness the Devas trying to defeat Gajamukhasura, Tarakasura, but facing failure and coming back. We are now witnessing the Deva's army trying to defeat Tarakasura but coming back after facing defeat. Now witness Bhagavan Subramanya using the Shaktayuddha, the very veil that was gifted to him by Devi Paramashiva Shakti. The veil, the Shakti veil that was given to Bhagavan Subramanya by Devi Paramashiva Shakti is the very embodiment of her Kundalini energy. Let us now witness Bhagavan Subramanya defeating Tarakasura. We have witnessed the first victory of Dharma. Vetrivel Muruganukku Harohara, Veeravel Muruganukku Harohara, Jnanavel Muruganukku Harohara, Shaktivel Muruganukku Harohara, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivanukku Harohara, Subramanya Swamikku Harohara, Skanda Swamikku Harohara, Kartikeya Swamikku Harohara, Muruga Perumalukku Harohara, Shanmuga Swamikku Harohara, Swamikku Harohara, Saravana Swamikku Harohara, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivanukku Harohara. Having won over the powerful Tarakasura, this marks the first victory of the Dharma over the Adharma and destruction of what does not exist, which is the Maya in our life. let us pray to Bhagavan Subramanya and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to bless us with manifesting our ultimate and going beyond what we experience as Maya. The Skanda Purana describes in detail the happening of the killing of Tarakasura. When Tarakasura entered into the war field, the entire universe was plunged into darkness. The sky was pervaded by vultures. Thereupon, the great army, the chief of which was Kalanemi, was seen. He was equipped with many weapons. He attacked with various weapons such as Shatagnis. They are special weapons with which hundreds of people can be destroyed. In the battle, Kalanemi confronted Mahendra, Bhagavan Indra, and very fierce battle was happening between the Devas and the Asuras. Bhagavan Mahavishnu speaks to Bhagavan Subramanya, saying, O Kumara, see the Lord of Daityas, who is like the Kala at the close of a yuga. This is that same demon by whom Paramashiva had been propitiated by the means of terrible penance. It is he by whom Shakra and others have been transformed into monkeys for 100 million years. It is he who could not be defeated by us despite our pile of superior weapons in the course of battle. This great Asura should not be viewed with contemptuous disregard. He is the Taraka. This is your 7th day. Now it is midday. Slay him before sunset, otherwise he cannot be killed. After saying thus, Keshava hurriedly spoke to Shakra and others. Make the leading Daitya get exhausted so that he can be easily slain. Thereupon, at instance of Bhagavan Mahavishnu, all the Devas approached and attacked Taraka with great joy and showered him with volleys of arrows. Laughingly, Taraka routed all the Devas right away. He routed the Devas like an atheist of evil conduct who drives away the instructors in these different scriptures. He was unable to bear that Kumara was in front of him. On seeing him Skanda proceeded against him. Bhava, Paramashiva, guarded his left side and Mahavishnu guarded him on his right side. Attended by the attendants, who were thousands of millions in number, guarded him from his rear. Then, in that great battle of Devas and Daityas, both of them came into contact with each other like Dharma and Adharma in their ascendancy. They caused great miracles and surprise in the universe. When then approaching Kumara, playfully, Taraka spoke, "Oh boy, you are indeed a very small infant. Why do you, at the instance of Devas, come to me for fighting like a moth falling into fire? What do I gain by killing you? Oh boy, you have been released by me. Go and drink milk. Take this ball, play with it. On being told thus, the preceptor of the yogis laughed and said to Taraka, do not disregard contemptuously the state of being a small infant. Even an infant serpent causes distress and strain. Even the young, rising sun is very difficult to look at directly. Even a small fire is very difficult to be touched. A mantra consists of a few letters, but is it not found effective and fruitful, O Daitya? After saying this, he seized the ball hurled by the Daitya and charged it with the Shakti of Devi Paramashiva Shakti and discharged it against the Daitya. On being hit with it, his chariot was reduced to powder. His chariot was such powerful and huge that it was 4 yojanas long. Skanda caught hold of the Shaktayudha and struck it against the chest of the Tarakasura. The mallet was then smashed into 100 pieces. The Daitya thought that the six-faced Lord was invincible in the battle. He then recollected the words of Brahma. On seeing him as though frightened, crores of Daityas roared loudly, showered Mahasena with the various kinds of weapons. Then the infuriated Subramanya hurled the Shaktayudha on them. The Shaktayudha was of in unmeasured splendor, and excessively terrible clusters of meteors fell on earth, destroying, routing the very army of the Asuras. In this powerful way, Bhagavan Subramanya had destroyed the Tarakasura. Now we are witnessing the Simhamukhasura on the battlefield. The Simhamukha represents the Anava Mala, which is another layer of impurity and delusion that we carry in our lives. Simhamukhasura is the embodiment of all the karmas that we have in our life. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, says that Mala is nothing but the reactionary assumption patterns that we carry. Particularly, we got caught in the web of reactionary assumption lifestyle called the Pashamala. Now, we see that the Simhamukhasura has come down into the warfield to wage a war with the Devas and Subramanya. Simhamukhasura was a great tapasvi who fell for his karmas. Bound by his karma, he decided not to surrender to Guru, to Subramanya Swami. The effect of the malas, the Anava, Karma and Magi Kamala, he lost control over himself and all his boons turned as a curse in his life. Bhagavan Subramanya, being the ultimate manifestation of compassion, doesn't destroy the demons, but he only manifests and transforms their life. Though these asuras of Simhamukha, Taraka and Surapadman caused terror in all the three worlds, Bhagavan Subramanya only thought of how can we transform their lives. How can we give them a breakthrough for them to manifest their ultimate? Simhamukha is the symbol of pride and anger. Let us now witness Bhagavan Subramanya performing the samhara of Simhamukhasura. வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, வீரவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, ஞானவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, சக்திவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, வள்ளி தேவசேனா சமேத சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமிக்கு அரோஹரா, திருச்செந்தூர் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, பழனி ஆண்டவருக்கு அரோஹரா, சுவாமிமலை முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, திருத்தணி முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, பழமுதிர்ச்சோலை முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, வள்ளிமலை முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, குன்று தொண்டல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா. We have witnessed the destruction of Simhamukhasura at the hands of Bhagavan Subramanya, the ultimate manifestation, the very completion of Paramashivam. Now, after having witnessed the destruction of Simhamukhasura, the pride and arrogance that we hold of our identity, now we witness that Surapadman enters the battlefield for waging the war against all the devas and Bhagavan Subramanya. Surapadma represents the ego that we hold in our life, the very identity that we hold on to, the dead past, all our incompletions, patterns that we hold on to. Bhagavan Subramanya is always worshipped with the peacock and the rooster flag, the Seval Kodi and Mayil. Bhagavan Subramanya transformed their life and helped Surapadman and Simhamukhan manifest their ultimate in their lives by transforming them into the rooster flag and the peacock of Bhagavan Subramanya. Though they were asuras, they decided to drop their dead past and surrender to Bhagavan Subramanya. Hence, Bhagavan Subramanya helped them manifest the ultimate of being the Sayujya Muktas, the Sarupya Muktas of Bhagavan Subramanya. Hence, whenever we remember the form of Bhagavan Subramanya, we remember him with the peacock and the rooster flag. During the battle with Surapadman, Bhagavan Subramanya reveals his very Vishwarupa, being the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva himself. He reveals the Vishwarupa Darshana to Surapadman. Having the darshan of the cosmic form of Bhagavan Subramanya, Surapadman decides to surrender his ego and manifest his ultimate of being the Sarupya of Bhagavan Subramanya. The verses from the Skanda Purana goes, Mahantah Parvatah Pada Talamadhye Vyavasthita Sagara Prapade Tasya Tarakangulini Graha Padanguleshu Vishranta Gulbhayo Shashidhaskar Nairitya Payakitadhyaha Vaimatur Garvadaruna Jangho Rishayas Chandaha Manijano Mahe Shituhu Vidyadharas Katha Indra Gandhan Saror Kuru Samstika Katisandhu Kalayamo Vasava Katideshagaha Parshvabhage Stita Deva Naga Guphyadi Deshagaha Divye Vakshasi Shastrani Jnanam Yajnopavitam Andani Romakupeshu Banor Bhogashcha Samstitaha Brahma Vishnuscha Bhujayor Angulishvapsaraspriyaha Shabdajalam Ashesham Tad Kantadeshe Samashritah Asya Madhye Stita Veda Devadevasya Bhusuraha Aksharani cha Danteshu Dihvayam Shivagama Saptakoti Mahamantra Oshtadeshe Vyavastita Vayur Nasika Samsposya Netrayor Indu Bhaskar Dishashrotra Pradeshastha Lalate Pranavastha Paramatma Shivas Sakshat Swayam Shirasi Rajate Evamadbhuta Rupam Darshaya Masashakti Subramanya reveals the cosmic form, the Vishwarupa, as having the mountains, the rivers, the whole cosmos within his very form. Having the darshan of Bhagavan Subramanya in his cosmic form, Surapadman decides to surrender his ego to Bhagavan Subramanya. Let us now witness the samhara or the Surapadman along with all the ego and the dead past that we hold on to in our lives. வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, வீரவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, ஞானவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, சக்திவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோஹரா, சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமிக்கு அரோஹரா, திருச்செந்தூர் செந்தில் ஆண்டவருக்கு அரோஹரா, பழனி தண்டாயுத பாணிக்கு அரோஹரா, சுவாமிமலை சுவாமிநாத சுவாமிக்கு அரோஹரா, சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமிக்கு அரோஹரா, the forms of peacock and rooster, leaped and leaped to swiftly wage war with Bhagavan Subramanya. The blissful Bhagavan Subramanya himself quickly looked upon the peacock and rooster with compassion. At that moment, they, having lost their pride, shed the three impurities, the malas, the Anava mala, Karma mala, and Vaika mala, and attained the enlightenment. They surrendered their ego and arrogance to Bhagavan Subramania's lotus feet and praised him greatly. Then Bhagavan Subramanya, looking at the rooster, which had taken a terrifying form, said, "Become the form of my flag, the dhwaja, and remain on my chariot." At that, the rooster, having attained the true wisdom, accepted his command. Sat on the glorious chariot of Bhagavan Subramanya. We now witness the happening of Surapadman surrendering to Bhagavan Subramanya and becoming a part of his very form, becoming a Sarupya Mukta.
In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise.
உங்களுக்குள் இருக்கும் தெய்வீகத்தை உணர வாழ்க்கையில் வெற்றி பெற 6 சக்தி வாய்ந்த தரிசனங்கள். கைலாசாவின் கந்த சஷ்டி மகோத்சவம். பகவான் நித்யானந்தரை கேளுங்கள். ஆறு நாட்கள் சிறப்பு சத்சங்கம். தலைப்பு கந்தர் அனுபூதியும் அனுபவமும். 22 அக்டோபர் முதல் 27 அக்டோபர் வரை தினந்தோறும் இரவு 7 மணிக்கு நேரலையில் இணையுங்கள்.
In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern.
धूपः ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् श्रीपल्लीदेवसेना समेत श्री सुब्रह्मण्यस्वामिने नमः धूपम् आघ्रापयामि श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः धूपमाघ्रापयामि ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्तियुक्तं बन्धिना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम् श्री सुब्रह्मण्यस्वामिने नमः श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः दीपं सन्दर्शयामि नैवेद्यम् ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा मधुवातः ऋतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषधि मधुमध्वार्तिकसम्प्रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्यो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुम्बस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु 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 देवसेना समेत श्री सुब्रह्मण्यस्वामिने नमः श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ सप्रतसभां मे गोपाय ये च सभ्या सभासदः तानिन्द्रियावतः कुरु सर्वमासताम् अहेर्बुद्धियमन्त्रं मे गोपाय यमषयस्त्रैविदा विदुः धृतस्वामानि यजोपुंसीं साहि श्रीरमृता सखा हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात्। श्री आनंद सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। अलंकार दीपं संदर्शयामि। सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात्। अघोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वसर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः। वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः बलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमदनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः। सद्योजातं प्रपद्यामि सद्योजाताय वै नमो नमः। भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः। पात्रं मधो पूर्णं ददाति मदव्योसानीति एकधा ब्रह्मण उपहरति तथैव यजमानः युक्तेजो दधाति। कुम्भदीपं संदर्शयामि। प्रचोदयात् सहंसाय विद्महे वक्रमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात् श्रीहंस सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः पूर्णनीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षान्धारयामि बृहत्सावक्षत्रवृद्धवृष्णियं तुष्टुबौधशुभिदमुग्रवीरम् इन्द्रस्तोमेन पञ्चदशेन मध्यमिदं वातेन सकर्षिण रक्षान्धारयामि वैश्वानरमृताय जातमग्निं कविगुं सम्राजमतिथिं जनानामासन्नापात्रं जनयन्त देवाः With this, we thank all the viewers, participants, and everyone for having joined us for the Soorasamharam ritual on the 6th day of the Skanda Shashti Mahotsava. We invite all of you to join us for the special live satsang by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you, Nithyananda.
In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom